land far, far away, aka one of my previous videos a year ago, I embarked on a mission by letting Pinterest choose my entire house. The premise of the video was I went on Pinterest and literally typed up house, and the first image that came up I had to recreate. Same for the bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, and literally every room in the entire house. Now, a year later, I'm recreating this challenge to see how much my building skills have evolved. Except this time, instead of the entire house, I'm just gonna be doing the exterior. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my Pinterest board. Why is there James Charles crying? I'd say my Pinterest is pretty normal, like nothing too out of the ordinary. Most of it's just building stuff and other weird things. Now, lately on Pinterest, I've been delving into a lot of Japanese style bedrooms. So I'm hoping that when I type up house, it comes up with a Japanese style house, nothing stupid. Okay, I'm literally just gonna type in house and enter. What the hell is even that? What? What do you mean? No, this isn't funny. Why is this the first thing that pops up, bro? Y'all telling me I gotta recreate this. And the second pin was this. I would have been more than happy to recreate this. What even is this? Okay, what do the comments say? Sophia said, oh my god, this is actually so cute. Actually, Sophia, no, it's not, because I have to try and recreate this, bro. Okay, well, I guess this is the house that we are recreating. So, let's try and get started, I guess. So I'm here to fight her! Pinterest done me so dirty right now. Okay, to make this easier for you guys, there will be a picture of the pin up on the top left so you guys know exactly what I'm recreating and how much it will not look alike. Okay, so it appears we have some sort of little oval shaped here. Most of this is made out of basic shapes, but I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I'm not the best at basic shapes, so I don't know how we're gonna make this work. Okay, so we've got an empty spot here. If I zoom into this image, what even is this? This looks like the dining room and then like the staircase here. Oh god. And it appears we have a diagonal entryway, which you know how much I absolutely despise anything diagonal in Bloxburg. I would rather eat shriveled up worms for breakfast than recreate this, but okay, then we have this weird little section here. What even is this? Now, the easy thing for me is this entire house is white, so at least I'm not gonna spend too much time painting the outside. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? When I zoom in, there's more to the house. There's no way. You know what? That was never there. You guys are seeing things. I'm only recreating this part. And apparently Dr. Einstein lives here because there is a massive window on the roof, which is absolutely lovely for me because that makes this house 3 stories tall. Now you're probably like, Alaska, what does the side and the back of the house look like? I don't know, and I don't care. I am just gonna come up with my own interpretation of what the back of this house looks like. Okay, I don't know if this is looking like the house from Pinterest, but I'm gonna paint it white and then add some windows and hopefully it'll start looking like the pin. See, this part over here, it looks like there's no windows. The dining room just looks like a massive open concept, but I am assuming there is windows, and it appears everything is tinted pink, so we are literally gonna have to tint all of these windows pink. I don't even know where the entryway goes in this house. I'm assuming right here. See this massive window here? I'm hoping that it goes there. I can't get over the fact that there is literally so many windows in this house. All I'm gonna say is just remind me to never do a challenge like this in my life. Okay, right now this is just looking like a big blob of nothing. I'm hoping by adding some plain high arches will at least give this house a bit of structure. You know how there's some Bloxburg builders that get paid to literally build houses? Like, I'm talking about the Bloxburg builders on Fiverr. Imagine if someone opened a commission and showed them this house and was like, yeah, I want you to recreate this for me. I actually think I would block them. I'd be like, mate, you are taking the because there is no way I'm gonna recreate this house. Oh my god, what is that? I love how this video was meant to prove to you guys that, you know what, I have improved as a builder. This is quite frankly giving the opposite effect of that. I want to recreate the structure of this windows. For that, we shall use some square beams. Also, I just realized this house is AI. Like, look, the window isn't even connected to the actual building. I hate all AI buildings. I hope they perish. That just made the window look uglier than it already was. Great, now we're gonna have to recreate it on this side. Love that for me. All I'm gonna say is, Pinterest, I will never forgive you for choosing this house. How dare you? How dare you? I have a question for this stupid AI art on Pinterest. First of all, die. Second of all, why does the beams on your window make it look like a jail cell? Because it currently looks like I'm building a jail cell for Barbie. This does not look appealing at all, but I have to recreate it because Pinterest decides my build. I hate my life. I'm gonna come for you, Pinterest. count your days. You know, it's now come to my understanding that I'm pretty sure this house is meant to be a seashell. Like, if I zoom in, there's literally a massive shell on the house. It's meant to be a seashell. Oh my god, Now, we need to give this house a little bit of a shape to it. A little bit of curve, if you will. And in fact, the perfect roof for this is a mansard roof. Also, don't tell anyone, but this third floor up here, I'm absolutely getting rid of. I mean, it will stay for the purpose of the video, but there is no way in hell that I'm actually adding a room in there. No thanks. Okay, I don't know what this part's meant to be. Y'all, this doesn't look anything like the pin. Okay, this little part here is meant to be the shell, okay? Just in case you're confused, because I know I am. Now, if we zoom into this part over here, it looks like we have a little balcony, which technically the balcony is meant to go here. So low-key, I think I screwed up on the roof. You can't add a balcony on a mansard roof because the elevation is too high. So we shall add a flat roof. You know what's funny? I'm going to tell you a little secret about this video. So I was originally going to let Pinterest choose my entire house. For example, the bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, literally everything. But then as soon as I typed up house and got this photo for the house, I already knew that, yeah, I'm going to spend this entire video doing this stupid seashell house. So see how the side of this seashell house is all curved and this house is all like sharp edges? That literally means we have to use a smooth basic shape and go around the house and make it smooth. Listen, I will never threaten a person, but whoever made that AI art, count your days. Another thing we need to make less sharp is these two flat roofs right here. Oh my god, guys, there is currently construction workers that just came to our house. They can probably definitely hear me scream in my office about how much I hate this house. They probably think I'm like some sort of psychopath. I'm here in my office like, whoever built this AI art, count your days. Okay, I feel like that's definitely less sharp than what it was before. Or maybe I'm just gaslighting myself into saying it is. And a few little details this house has is the seashells attached to it. Now, Bloxburg doesn't have big seashells, but you know what they do have? Another basic shape. Yeah, I'm going crazy. What material would we even use for a shell? Oh, large flowers actually kind of work. They don't really look like a shell. They more so look like an oyster. But you know what? It will work. We love me an oyster-filled house. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like a big juicy oyster? Any day of the week. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I think I'm just gonna like squirt shells everywhere on this house. Okay. Why did I word it like that? Okay, now I'm just gonna add some lights and call it a day on this house. I don't think there's any more work I can do on this house to make it look more appealing, unless I'm like a professional builder, which I'm not. Also, this is so random, but I recently found out there is a Reddit page made about me, and everyone in it was saying how much I suck at building. And all I'm gonna say is, let me join the group because I've got so much to say. First of all, everyone's sending me hate on that Reddit page. Here is some more material for your Reddit page. You're welcome. I feel like this house would do wonders in Minecraft. Like if you built this in Minecraft, I reckon it would look amazing, especially underwater. I reckon this is definitely an underwater house. Okay, I know the building doesn't have any pillars, but the fact the left of this house is just floating is driving me insane. So listen, we're just gonna add one pillar. Okay, fine, maybe two. Hey, I mean, this part of the house looks kind of good. Okay, if we put the photo in this house side by side, there are definitely a few similarities, okay? Maybe if we finish the front yard, this house will look somewhat salvageable. So I'm here on Pinterest, and instead of just typing up front yard, I'm gonna type up mythical front yard and do the first thing that pops up. Okay, well that's an ad, so we're definitely not using that. I guess the first thing we're doing is this. Ooh, this is kind of cute. Okay, I think we can definitely make this work. Okay, so the picture's up here. Now we just have to try and recreate it at the front yard. The first thing I noticed is the little stone path they added. And instead of just having a straight pathway, we're gonna make it a little bit crisscrossy. And at least that way the pathway has some depth to it. Oh, and to make these pathways look more natural, I like to add grass in between the empty spots. Okay, I like the way that path turned out. I think that's pretty accurate to the photo. Another thing that photo had was a bunch of flowers and bushes in the front yard, so we're gonna do the exact same. This house is literally so insane because tell me why we have a seashell house and then a mythical fairy front yard. Like, girl, make up your mind. As much as this front yard looks cute, I can just only imagine all of the snakes and bugs that are hiding inside these flowers. Okay, so we've got all the flowers. It appears we've got the big bushes at the back. And last but not least, they have a little gazebo. Oh my god, is this AI art as well? Bro, AI needs to stop. Why do I think that was a real drawing? Anyway, the gazebo is gonna go here. This looks like a replica from the gazebo in the photo up here. Okay, you know what? I'm quite happy with that pin. I like the way the front yard turned out. The last thing I'm gonna do is just go ahead and add some lights inside this house to make it really feel alive.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've added a few lights, which means our Pinterest house is complete on the exterior. So this is what we have so far. Okay, so this is an image of the house that Pinterest gave me, and this is my sad attempt of trying to recreate this house. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I have like a 3-year-old niece, and I think she can do better than this. First of all, this house looks like it has warts coming out of it, but these are meant to be seashells. Accuracy, I'd give this like a 5 out of 10. I mean, the pink tint is pretty cool. I just wish it was a different shape. But I mean, hey, if you want to give yourself a challenge and recreate this pin, feel free to and tag me because I really want to see your recreation of it. I'm actually so curious to see if one of you are able to recreate this house. But yeah, and as for the front yard, this is the image that first came up on Pinterest, and this is my recreation of the front yard. So my conclusion in this video is that my building abilities have decreased since I have last done this challenge. But if you guys would like a part 2 and want to see me do the interior, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!